Good evening, everyone. I'm Reverend Rob, and this is our Spin into Stillness meditation. It's Wednesday evening, 7:30. We are about to make some time for ourselves to be still, and in the heat of the summer, to keep our cool. Yes, so when we go into the stillness, we are doing what we need to do to beat the heat. Because stillness is not a matter of just not engaging ourselves physically. Stillness of heart is an action that we can take to preemptively be ready to keep our cool, regardless of what the temperature is in our lives or what the temperature is outside. So that's what's happening when we create this meditation practice for ourselves, when we honor this practice for ourselves. We are getting ourselves ready. We are summarizing ourselves, getting us ready for the heat. We're adding coolant to our engines preemptively so that we can be ready for whatever the universe has for us in that stillness. And then we can hear our own voice more clearly, deep within, that is offering us insight and guidance all the time. We can hear it when we're ready to hear it and hear it clearly. So thank you for joining us tonight in this very special community we have each Wednesday night, and each time you listen to the recording from each Wednesday night, it creates a very special energy, and it's one that's unique. So we start by setting an intention for this evening. You can write it down, which is what I suggest, and more, I'm going to try for myself and invite everyone here to kind of accept the challenge of keeping that intention, of editing down that intention or that question as a one-word prompt. Now, I know I say one word each week and then I write volumes of what I want to do or what I want to accomplish or what I want to see. But I would like to train myself to give that prompt so that that one word can be the focus for what I would like to discover, learn, accomplish in the days and week ahead. That way, that one word, which becomes very powerful, can be the impetus, the source, that energized representation of what we want to accomplish, who we want to be, as we then send it into the flames, into the universe, which we will do because I will write the words everyone's intentions on one of these slips of paper. And while we're meditating, if you would be so kind to send me the energy, or just set an intention to send me that energy as well, so that when we go deep, I can collect it all into that one slip of paper as a proxy and send that one out as well, burning it into the flames as we would if we were in person for our meditation. We would gather everybody's slips of paper and you bring it up to me and drop it into the flames. And then we would be letting it go and allowing it to return to us because we have released our attachment to it. So let's do that now. Let's just center ourselves, take a breath, and set the intention for tonight. One word, if you can do it. Okay. I've completed my own assignment. I've done one word for myself. The only reason I'm doing two words for the second slip is because it says everyone's intentions. 2 words. Everyone's intentions were right there, which will also get sent out into the flames. And so we've set our intention, and we can now give ourselves another little prompt for our meditation, and that is by drawing an oracle card. A card from, right now, the deck that we're using is called the Starman Tarot deck. I love this deck of cards, and I've talked about it a million times about why I enjoy it. But it's just it's a beautiful interpretation of these cards. It's contemporary because it is done by the artist who created a couple of David Bowie's album covers, and so he uses a lot of the imagery that he was using when he was creating those album covers. So it's a relevant interpretation of the traditional deck, I think, and it's a little. It provides insight that's interesting and creative and unique to those who created this very special deck. We draw one card. I draw it from the top of the deck, the very top card from the deck, so that I'm not reaching into it. And that card becomes the guidance, the answer, the prompt that we need to go into our meditation more deeply, because it, when combined with the intention that we've set as a question or as a statement, is the guidance that we are seeking, is the information that we are seeking from that divine voice within, which is the divine voice everywhere. So that voice that you hear within, when all of the noise has cleared, when we are able to access it from its very quietest, most whispering space, is the voice of not only our divine self, but of the divinity everywhere, which we all experience uniquely with that divine voice. So it's a single answer to a question that we each have individually and are participating as a community to access. And I think it's a lot of fun each week. So let us draw our card so that we can get some meditation in, so that we can get on with our beautiful summer evening. And continue on these beautiful, lazy days of summer. So, got the cards here. Do a little bit of shuffling. First, now I drew a card for myself. In the last 24 hours, that was one I had not drawn before in this deck. So that's always exciting. But, which is often the case, we draw cards that we've seen before in this deck. So even though there are 78 cards, we are drawing oftentimes ones that we have seen before. Now, I assure you, I draw these cards throughout the week, so I shuffle each day, shuffle before we do our drawing tonight. So it truly is a message that the universe wants us to hear when we draw that card, even if it's 2 weeks in a row or 2 times in a month or 2 times every 2 months. That is a card that is has a persistent message for us, and also will likely be answering our question or responding to our intention uniquely, because the question we have this week or intention we're setting this week is not the same as it was the last time we drew the card. So you can either choose to see it as a reiteration or confirmation of the message that we got a couple of weeks ago or whenever we've drawn it before, or you can see how it uniquely answers your own issue this time. All right, so I think we're ready to draw quad. The top card is, you can see me doing it right here. This top card, I'm not reaching in, I'm pulling it right from the top. There's no other card attached to it. And that card is the Chariot, which we have drawn before a couple of times. And I've also drawn it a couple of times on my own. So this is a card that keeps presenting itself and is asking us to consider its ongoing message, as well as the message that it uniquely addresses this. Lay this down here. We're going to get to the card sheet. So there we have it. It's a gorgeous card. Lots of stuff going on in the card. Let's see. It says it's a major arcana card, which means that we are dealing with aspects of our spiritual life, our esoteric life. And this is a card that I think this is probably the third or fourth time that we have drawn it in from this deck. And of course, each of these cards comes with their own little statement, or their theme statement, their thesis, if you will, of what this card is being interpreted as. And tonight it says, I am confident that with discipline, I will succeed. So this is a card about discipline and tenacity in whatever endeavor we have chosen for ourselves. I'm confident that with discipline, I will succeed. Now we're going to adapt that a little bit, because as I apply it as a mantra, there is some language I would like to shift about a bit, but we'll do that once we read through what this card is about, according to those who created the Starman Tarot deck. And again, as I'm reading, pay attention to how you're feeling, how what you are looking at is applying itself to your question, your intention, how what I'm reading is applying to what you have intended or questioned, and how you feel about it. How are you responding to it physically or mentally or emotionally? And all of that is what we will use when we get still in just a few minutes. But first, the Chariot is a war vehicle that carries this dreadlocked, Bowie-esque king forward to victory against his enemies. His battle dress, demeanor, and maturity suggests he has been navigating the battlefield for many years. In life, Homer's great champion and Trojan War hero, Odysseus, who, in the Odyssey, faces tremendous travails on his long return home after the war, the ingenious early won victories turn into absurdity, challenging battles requiring enormous tenacity. Weathered by time, experience, and adversity, he knows that he will not be successful without rigorous preparation, planning, and creativity, and above all, self-control. He understands he must rein in his emotions and control his natural aggression and ferocity while focusing his mind on what he wants to achieve. He must not get carried away by his ambition and imagination. I think we can get a little carried away with our imagination, but that's for later. Balancing head with heart, masculine with feminine, he knows he must travel with his complete concentration and awareness on the difficult path, all the while keeping his wheels in motion. Without control, the Komodo dragons pulling his great chariot will run wild and make a bid for freedom. The chariot itself is part organic tree and part mechanism expressing the means by which humanity has sought to engineer and collaborate with nature. The venomous Komodo dragons, with which we had the privilege of seeing firsthand on the island of Gili Meno in Indonesia, and I believe he's talking about he and his wife or family, the creators of this deck. They're powerful predators capable of taking down large prey with their serrated teeth. They appear slow and cumbersome, but these lizards are all muscle and can move at explosive speed, a powerful reminder to trust our own survival instincts. This card therefore implies that the game of life can only be won if we master our emotions, control our worries, fears, regrets, resignation, and hopelessness. The king driving his chariot symbolizes that self-belief and confidence comes from consistently refocusing one's thoughts and ideas to the objective and goal at hand. We must move past the limbic system, the stress response of fight or flight, to engage with greater emotional intelligence. When we know ourselves, our motivations and needs, the why we do things, we can become more aware of when we are off track. The chariot ultimately signifies hard-won success, and whatever this card is connected to demands completion. Finish what you start, and if you are working with people, maintain balance and harmony by acknowledging people's needs and feelings while maintaining control. We can consciously and creatively release frustrations and engage the power of positive self-talk, the mantra that will keep our wheels turning in the right direction. Although you must take people's needs and feelings into consideration, ultimately, you must take full responsibility for your words and deeds. So the summary of the card is take charge of our own destiny, seize the moment, let the momentum carry us forward. Finish what we set in motion. Don't hesitate, we can do this. So we want to summarize this into just a little mantra that you don't have to memorize. In fact, I will say that I invite you to hear as your own words, but basically summarizing what we are saying to ourselves as we seek information from the divine within. Already we've got part of the response. We've got more information about how to address the intention that we've set, how to answer the question that we might have asked. And so knowing that the answer to the question really is taking charge of our destiny, letting our own momentum carry us forward, finishing what we have already set in motion. So whatever our intention or question is, already set part of it in motion. Let us finish the job. Being fully aware that finishing this job only means we are continuing with the process of answering all of the questions in our lives, the bigger questions. So our mantra, our little mantra as we meditate this evening, is that we're going to say, I am in charge of my own destiny. I'm seizing my moment and finishing what I have set in motion. I am succeeding. So, I am in charge of my own destiny. I'm seizing my moment. I am finishing what I have set into motion. I am succeeding. Yes. So, those are the words. Again, I will say them again aloud as you go into meditation. You don't have to memorize them. You can either repeat them after me as I say them in your own space, or you can just commit them in your own head, however you choose to hear these words whenever I choose to repeat them. And then you can just let them go. So let us meditate, knowing that I'm in charge of my own destiny, seizing my moment, finishing what I have set into motion, and I am successful. So let's get comfortable, however you choose to do that. Wrap yourself up in your favorite blanket or your favorite pillows, all the while remembering you want, too much as possible, remain alert and aware even though we are relaxed. So in this relaxed state is where we are finding that awareness, where we are finding that awakeness, even through our relaxation, even through our closed eyes. Now, again, closing your eyes is optional. You can simply stare at the card if you'd like, or you can close your eyes for a bit and open your eyes again if you want to reconnect with the card. It's up to you. This is your meditation. I'm just offering some guideposts along the way with tones and music and interpretations of the card. Ultimately, this is about you and how you have heard, seen, felt, experienced this message for you, and how that opens up a discussion with your own voice. So let us begin by, again, breathing deeply. That means we're going to inhale through our nose and hold and fill our entire body with oxygen. Hold for a moment. Exhale slowly. Hold for another moment, and then begin the process again. So we can keep our eyes open on the first two, and then on the third one, allow our eyes to flutter closed ever so gently. And it helps to stay awake if you kind of turn them upward towards your upper eyelids. That kind of keeps your eyes and body engaged so that you can remain awake and alert, if that's how you choose to be for this meditation, which I hope you do, so that you can have that dialogue with yourself. All right, so let's breathe. Inhale and hold. Exhale slowly. Inhale again. Hold. And exhale slowly. And hold. One more time, inhale. And hold. And as you exhale, the slow exhale, you allow those eyelids to close. And the card is up on the screen for you when you choose to see it again, if you choose to see it again. And let's just return our breathing to a natural state, a comfortable pace. As we inhale fully and hold briefly, exhale slowly and hold again briefly. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale at your own pace. And as we do, let us imagine our bodies relaxing and dissolving, becoming invisible. They still are there, so they're not dissolving away. They're dissolving into invisibility. And as they do, what rises up outside of us, from the core of our being, is our essence, which transcends our physical body. So as we breathe, as we inhale and exhale, Imagine that body beginning to dissolve, starting in our toes, and then just moving up. Not too slow, not too quick. Just feel the toes and feet dissolve into invisibility, all the way up through the knees and the thighs, and our buttocks, and our hips and our waist, just dissolving so gently into invisibility. And as it does, be aware of what remains as it does become invisible. Be aware of an essence, starting from a place in your physical frame that is most comfortable to envision. Some people choose to envision that presence and essence being in our solar plexus chakra, right in our stomach area, or in our heart area, perhaps even in our third eye, right at our forehead, wherever you feel that essence, because it is not bound by physical presence. But in our human lives, in our material manifestation, we do give vision to a physical experience of this essence. So imagine that body becoming invisible as it dissolves. The essence that is there is how you choose to experience you as an essence. Whether it's lights, a ball of light, a gentle, radiant mist or smoke, that essence begins to float in a very clear atmosphere as this earthly space dissolves away into invisibility as well, leaving as it does the essence of the universe. That is where our essence is residing. This expansive and expanding universe is where our essence truly resides. Imagine that essence in that essence, we are free from any pain because we've left our physical body behind. And as our essence, as this pure sense of consciousness, we are even free from our emotional pain. Free from our mental pain, perhaps even our spiritual pain. And in its place, in the place of our physical and emotional pain and trauma, is this sense of wonderful peace. Confidence. serenity. Peace has begun with me on this evening. In this peace, we cannot be triggered by the usual thoughts and experiences that may feel so destabilizing in my day-to-day life. Instead, I feel whole. I feel my own perfection. I feel my own respect. Feel excited and enthusiastic about this beautiful experience here with this show. I am feeling so whole. Everything is perfect wherever I am. Is this beautiful essence. Now, while we're here in this space as an essence, hear these words as your own. I am in charge of my destiny. I am in charge of my own destiny. I'm seizing my moment. I'm seizing my moment. And finishing what I set into motion. I am in charge of my own destiny. I have seized my moment. I am finishing what I set into motion. And I am succeeding. I am in charge of my own destiny. I'm seizing my moment and finishing what I set into motion. I am succeeding. I am in charge of my own destiny. I'm seizing my moment and finishing what I set into motion, and I am succeeding. For the next few moments, I invite you to become very aware of that voice within, the divine voice, however it is choosing to reach you with communication, and allow it, encourage it, open yourself up to hearing it, or seeing it, or tasting it, or feeling that divine voice is always speaking with you. Now we can hear it with such clarity. Hear that voice speak to you, answering your question, guiding you on your journey, responding to your intention or request. What is it saying to you about your question, your intention? Beautiful, beautiful. Can you feel how beautiful that inner voice is? Can you feel how beautiful your essence is? Now let us, as we do each week, let us just open our own awareness of the souls that have joined us now, from wherever and whenever they are joining, either live or on the recording. Everybody that is here in this digital space, everybody is making this experience unique and beautiful. So let us just open ourselves up to experiencing those other souls. Soul smile at them, let them know that we are all so powerful together as we deal with our unique issues in life. We gain power from our collaboration and the collaboration that we have with Source and the voice within. Beautiful. Beautiful. We're ready to return to our physical states, that beautiful essence just floating in this beautiful, but ever so safe and warm and comfortable ether. It's a darkness, but it's a darkness with gentleness, with comfort, with kindness. And we're just bathing in its giant ocean of consciousness. And so we know to return, all we need to do is become aware of our physical self, because we've not disappeared. We've only become invisible in our own minds. So that essence can slowly begin to be surrounded by the physical body. It disappeared into invisibility, but was never gone. Because we begin to remember that breath, and as soon as we consciously now find that breath, is the minute our body, is the instance our body begins to return. That breath, allow your breath to guide your essence back. Allow each breath to draw out more and more of your actual physical self around your essence, and then allow your essence to permeate every part of your physical body as you do. Returning more and more. Feel your physical body just kind of adhere to your essence. Allow your essence to animate that body so that you can wiggle your toes and fingers. You can feel it animating you. We catch that breath again. We allow that breath to bring us fully back by taking 3 deep ones. Inhale and exhale. Inhale again and exhale quickly. One more deep breath. Inhale and exhale quickly as we open our eyes. There you are. Here I am. I am in control of my destiny. Right? I am finishing what I myself have put into motion, and I am successful. Say it to yourself, no. You are in charge of your own destiny once you claim to be. Thank you for being here and joining us and taking that little journey deep inside ourselves, releasing that beautiful essence and allowing it to have that conversation that only you can have with your divine voice. So let us take these energy infused slips of paper mine. Let's let it say goodbye. Off into the flames. Yes. See you on the other side. Intention. Here. Everyone's intentions. Everyone's gathered right here. Whether you've watched it on the recording or whether you've watched it live on the live stream, everyone's right here. And as it is released, so it shall return. Up and away. Up and away. Ooh, baby. Burning so brightly, that's a good omen. Let's say hello to everybody that's here. Sandra and Sue on Zoom. Thank you for being here as usual. Let's see who has joined us elsewhere. There's Smiley. Hello, Smiley. Hello, Kathleen. Hi, Julie. Good Wednesday evening to you. Mwah. Thank you so much. Still thinking about our great conversation. Kathleen, hello. Still thinking about our great couple days. Yeah, my friend. Still thinking about our lifetime of friendship together as well. Gosh, it's so great. And Smiley, I'm thinking about you, miss you, and hope your family's doing well. Hope your travels were successful. I'm so grateful that you're here and making it a part of your life. I'm going to check the other spaces, see if there's anything I've missed. Always grateful for the opportunity to say something. So remember to please like and subscribe. I have to remember that to remind us all of that more. So please like and subscribe to the Facebook page, to my Spiritual Spinister Facebook page, to the YouTube channel, so that you can know when we are doing this kind of thing. When we're meditating, and hopefully there'll be more events coming along the way. Yes. Facebook. This is very cool because the restream that you see me address in each of the descriptions of the event collects all of the comments. I'm able to see it. Just verifying that I've collected all of the comments. Again, like and subscribe and engage. So we draw these cards every week. What do they say? What do they tell us? What do they tell you? How have you moved through these meditations? How have you applied them in your day-to-day living after we there's finally David was here as well. How are you experiencing the consequences or aftermath or results of your own wonderful practice that you have established for you? This is all about you. This looks like my restream captured all of the good comments. There's Mina, always. Thank you for being here as well, Mina. Beautiful Mina, beautiful husband. Please tell him I said hello. And with that, let us sign off with a beautiful summer evening. Thank you for sharing your busy schedule with me, for opening up your hearts and your time for this time together. So have a beautiful summer evening. And as said it in my newsletter today, as Riff says in West Side Story, just keep cool, real cool, be still together.